Okay, hey y'all, hey. All right, so listen, y'all know we do our breakfast. Well, we start dinner after we do our breakfast, okay? So, dinner for tonight, let me show you. 15 bean soup. I have my veggies here. I have ham hock and smoked turkey necks as well as sausage, water, and all of my secret ingredients, okay? So let's start by putting our meat inside of the pressure cooker. When you cook with pressure, it's gonna get done quick, fast, and in a hurry, but it's gonna give you that tenderness, okay? So let's put it inside the thing. Okay, so first things first, let's add in some of our water. This is maybe about a cup. Then I'm gonna add in some vinegar, a quarter of my butter, liquid smoke. And so now let's just go ahead and add in our meat. Now, choosing different types of meat. Okay, so now what I was gonna tell you is choosing different meats will give different flavors. So the fact that I'm using a ham hock, that is gonna be perfect for a more southern taste. It has more fat in it, okay? Fat content, which is gonna help with a great taste, okay? Some people like to get rid of certain fat parts, but certain fat parts of certain meats have amazing flavor for your food, almost like using bacon, okay? Then using the smoked turkey neck is going to give another taste, really good taste, nice southern, more rustic kind of taste, if that makes sense. I'm trying my best, y'all. And then the sausage just gonna top it off, and you want it to fall apart all up. Okay, so once you add your meat to the pressure cooker, I just put my pressure cooker on 36 minutes. After 36 minutes, you want to check it to make sure it's doing exactly what you want it to do. And if your meat is falling apart, at that point, you can go ahead and start pulling the bones and cutting up your sausage. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You can cook it all in there, but you definitely want to pull those bones out. If you are able to, go ahead and start breaking and ripping that meat up, because it's going to be perfect, and cutting up the sausage if you like. But this is the point where you can do all of that part before you start adding in your beans, so then you can avoid the process of having bones in your food. Now when it comes down to making your beans, I like to use my cast iron pots, because these pots hold more heat, so it's going to make sure that it's almost like it's cooking slowly. This is almost like a pressure cooker. It's keeping all that heat in there, and it's taking its time to cook as long as you keep. Okay, we're going to start by heating up our pan. We want our pan to get extremely hot so that we can put our veggies in there to like kind of cook them down slightly, not a lot. Okay, once it's hot, I cut my stick of butter into 3 parts. I'm gonna take out just 1 part of that. Remember, the other part we put inside of our meat. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a good mix down at the bottom of my pan. Plus, I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of some olive oil, just like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and start incorporating some of my veggies. So I have mushrooms, yellow peppers, red peppers, onions, green peppers, celery, and garlic. Okay, so once you have your veggies and your mixture in here, you want to go ahead and give that a good mix, okay? Now, while I'm mixing this, I thought this would be the perfect time to answer any questions that I can think of that you may be asking. Lady K, why do we use veggies inside of our bean soup? Well, the veggies are going to help with even more of a better taste. Not only do veggies bring flavor to your pan or to your pot, but it also makes every dish taste amazing. So it's going to make it beautiful, but it's also going to make it taste amazing. So adding in those peppers is going to bring that flavor back in there, and it's going to taste like home. Okay, so I'm going to add in a little bit of my seasonings. Now, some people may say, Lady K, why don't we add in all of the seasonings? Because with the water, getting your beans nice and tender is going to take away the seasoning taste. So once you have your seasonings in there, some of them halfway through, you want to go ahead and give that a good mix. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to incorporate our beans. Now, yet again, if you incorporate all of your seasonings, what's going to happen is if you're adding water because your beans have not reached the tenderness that you desire, what's going to happen is you're going to end up having to go back in and re-season all through. So saving your seasonings until the end is going to be perfect. Give that a good mix. I wish I could smell this. It smells so amazing. And I did not use my whole bag of beans. I only used half because beans swell really well. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and pour in 2 cups of water for the time being. 2 cups. Now remember, you got to pay attention because you don't want to burn your beans, and I'm not over watering, okay? So you add in your 2 cups of water for now. Go ahead, give that a good mix. We're going to cover it and let it cook down on low, and we're going to check it periodically, making sure that we don't allow our water to boil out, but we're going to add a little bit of water at a time. So we put in 2 cups of water first. I also forgot to add in my bay leaf. So we're going to put in the bay leaves and 2 cups of water, right? We're going to cover that up. You're going to cover this up as long as your meat is cooking. That's how long you want your beans to cook, okay? So I'm going to check this periodically. Every single time that I check it, if I notice that my beans are going low, I'm going to add 1 cup of water. Now to me right here, this is a perfect combination. As you can see, it's nice and thick. You can add this over some white rice and honey. Let me tell you something, it's amazing. Hey there everyone, so we made it to the end of the video, and I want to say thank you so much for all your love and support that you continue to show through liking, commenting, and subscribing. Listen, if you did not know, you can head on over to Amazon today and go ahead and order your copy of the cookbook, and I appreciate your support. As always, continue to watch.